A very warm good afternoon, good evening, good morning. I don't know where you're watching from, but welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Dennis Duke Oniala. As usual, I bring you stories from different people. Now, today I have gone to randomly around Kampala, not very far from Kampala. We are somewhere between Gayaza and Mperere, somewhere along Chitebi Road or Chitezi Road. And we've met up with somebody. I know you've only gotten used to me talking about rabbit farming. Now, how lucrative is rabbit farming in 2025? Ladies and gentlemen, that's the conversation we're going to have. But if you're new here, please do ensure that you subscribe. With me, I have my big mzee, Mr. John Msajjakao. Please come and say hello to our viewers before we can start getting to what has brought us here. How are you doing today?
Well, it's a fine day.
I'm happy to see you strong and doing amazing stuff. For those of you who followed me quite long, you know that I shared Mr. John Msajjakao's story of how he actually quit his job and went into retirement at the age of his now 73 years. So that means he retired at 60 something, 65, yes, around 65. And now he's been doing his own business for the last couple of years. And that's why he caught our attention, and I wanted to share his story with you. Guys, don't forget to go to Sungura House Bukoto. We have the best rabbit meat, the best pizza, the best juices, the best chickens, the best everything. Go support us and buy something from Sungura. We're located along Bukoto Chisasi Road, immediately after the traffic light. Do call us on those numbers and we shall be glad to serve you. So, of all the things there are in the world, there's goats, there is, cattle, there is this, there's fish, there's that, chickens. Why did you choose rabbit farming to start with?
Okay, first of all, my farm is based on triple helix concept.
Okay, what does that mean?
That I must have vegetables, animals, and their products. The three must be overlapping each other. So each one has got its particular function and contribution to the farm. The rabbits, I went for the rabbits for 2 or 3 things. One, they take little space. Where you have got 6,000 rabbits or 600 rabbits is a space where you can have 3 or 4 zero grazing cattle. The products from the rabbit are urine, droppings, and the meat. If you want to add extra value, you can have the skins and hides of the rabbits for other purposes. But for my purpose and other purposes, the rabbits do the work for me. I use them as their urine as insecticide and at the same time as fertilizers. The type of the rabbits which I have is the new white New Zealander. It grows very fast, very tasty for meat, and it produces more ducks. So each rabbit can produce between 6 to 8
kids or 8 babies.
Babies, let us call them babies. And that is within 28 days. Okay, and after that, the rabbit can conceive again. And so by calculation, if it all is right, within 4 months maximum, you can have about 30 products from one what?
One rabbit.
From one rabbit.
Yes.
So their multiplication is very fast. So that's why I chose rabbit.
To go into rabbit farming.
Into rabbits.
How many rabbits did you start with in the beginning?
Actually, the pilot project had only 2.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I started with 2, then I learned their eating habits, their diseases,
the reproduction, management,
care, and
yes,
things like that. Right.
Okay, so how many rabbits do you have in place right now?
Well, at the moment, I've got 150, depending on the market. You see, as they grow, you sell them off. As they grow, you sell them off. And above all, they're very healthy.
Okay.
For those people who don't want to eat red meat.
Yeah, of course, rabbit meat is white meat.
It's white meat.
So you guys, you now know where to get rabbit meat. Come to Sungura House. If you fail, you come to Mr. John's farm, just located somewhere. Where is this place called? Remind me again.
Chambogo Masoli.
Chambogo Masoli.
Masoli.
Yeah, you'll definitely get his contact on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. I've stood here for the last couple of minutes and I'm still very comfortable. I could have my lunch here, I could have my breakfast here or dinner or anything comfortably without any disturbances. Number one, rabbits are calm animals. You hardly hear them even make noise unless otherwise. But also another thing I've noticed is Mr. John is very clean. His rabbit space is very clean, and that's something I told you in the beginning. I've gone to different farms. My goodness, by the time you enter, the first thing is you're ambushed by the ammonia, by the smell of the urine. I've been here standing with him. Trust me, guys, I can truthfully tell you, the space is amazingly clean. How do you manage to maintain it as clean as is? Do you clean it every 1 hour after another?
No, this place is cleaned twice. Early in the morning, I've got a good worker who is just picking up. He cleans the place from 6 to 7, remove all the droppings, remove all the urine and everything. Then he puts in water, and at 7:30 they give the rabbits the pellets, okay, and water. Then that is enough for a day. Each rabbit is supposed to take about 20 to 25 grams of pellets. That is sufficient. Then in the evening, they get some green cabbage leaves and some dry grass.
What other things do you feed your rabbits? Because I see they're really looking healthy and amazing.
No, that's all that I feed, yes.
No greens?
The greens are the cabbage leaves.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. Quite important.
And things like cabbage leaves are very easy to get. You go to the market, you tell the market people that I'm cleaning the place because there is a lot of garbage in this town.
Okay.
So you go to towns like markets like Kalevik, and just get somebody to collect those. You bring them, you wash them clean and dry them a bit to reduce the amount of moisture, such that they don't cause bolting in the what?
Yeah, bloating is a very serious thing.
Yes.
Let's talk about their reproduction. You said you started with about 2 of those.
Yeah.
How were you able to multiply them to this huge number of 150 or so?
Now, this one which you see here produced 6. This type, it produced 6. This one produced 8, but as they grow up, we separate them. This one produced 8, and we have, as you see their age, we have separated them. And separating them means from female and male. This one is expecting. These ones are 2 sisters. The point is that each New Zealand white produces about 8 of them within 28 days. So if you have got, say, 3 of them, it means that within 28 days you are going to have 24. But they produce every 28 days and they get pregnant soon after, which means that you can have about 60 or so from 6 rabbits, okay, within a period of 4 months. Right?
Because of their multiplication, they quickly,
Yes, they quickly grow in numbers. And depending on the space that you have got to make sure that actually you remove those which are aging, you sell them to the market.
Okay. Let's talk about the reproduction. How do you ensure that each one, for example, how do you mate them? How do you take care of the kids? Because, I mean, there's giving birth to 7 or 8 or 10, then there's managing them to actually reach the desired size and for sale.
I see. The most important thing is that rabbits are very secretive animals. We have got a place where when we know that they're about to give birth, we
The nesting box?
yeah, the nesting box. We put the nesting box there and some little cotton, okay, such that they can put their babies in there. They hide and put their babies in there. And you don't have to mind about them until their eyes open. This is when they'll start moving out, but the mother hides and breastfeeds them.
Okay.
Yeah, and they don't need disturbance. And if they don't have any disease, then they're going to live, all of them, and you get the numbers that you want.
How are you managing in terms of diseases? Haven't you had any disease outbreaks?
We haven't had any serious disease outbreak, apart from the ones which we had are just out of not being clean. Once I think we have rats which came in and they brought in some slight diseases, but these can be easily treated by you. You can just give them a slight injection and these diseases will disappear. Treating them, things like bolting, they just need charcoal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Teach me that one. What do you mean charcoal? You give, like, you pound it?
Yes, you pound it. You get a syringe. You put in the syringe and you give them what?
In the mouth, like liquid.
Yes, you put it in water and you give it to the what? To the rabbit through the mouth.
Oh, so guys, don't inject the charcoal.
Don't
liquid.
inject,
no,
yes.
It's put in the mouth, but you're using a syringe.
A syringe.
And then you put it in the mouth.
Yes.
That way it easily swallows and it clears the...
Yes.
Now, bloating is one of the biggest challenge in rabbit farming. And it could be caused by, you know, poor feeding, water, the environment, dirty and all that.
Yeah.
Mostly us who, or some of you who feed on, you know, the random grasses we pick around.
Right.
You might not even know what it's infested with, and then you infect your
Yes.
rabbit. So Mzee has given us quite a remarkable trick right there. Pound charcoal, add in some little water, pull in a syringe and give them to drink.
Actually, you can buy the medically prepared.
Yes, there's actually that one as well.
Yeah. I think that is the best.
Apart from diseases and all that, any other challenges you've had in rabbit farming?
Well, not really. At times they get some sort of cough,
Sneezing, yes.
Sneezing. But that one can be easily cured by giving them enough vitamins. They need vitamins. Like any other animal, they need some vitamins. And you must have a very good vet who checks on your rabbits regularly.
Okay. In terms of market, how has it been faring for you?
Well, the Ugandan market is still small. Statistics show that actually about 450 rabbits are eaten every day. That translates into about 13,000 a month, which means that our market is still small. But many places, I've seen few places coming up which are selling rabbit meat. They're available in some butcheries, and there are some restaurants which are serving rabbit meat.
Like Sungura House,
Okay, like
where you were the other day.
Like Sungura House.
Yes.
You can get your rabbit meat. It is as tasty as chicken.
Okay.
Try it.
As we wind up, what message would you give somebody that is intending to start rabbit farming?
Please start small, study the habits, be friendly to rabbits. Know each and every rabbit. At times it is hard, but if you are friendly to them, they're friendly to you, they don't run away. They're friendly to you, they don't run away. If you have taken time and trouble. For example, my worker who comes here is so friendly to them that they know him very well.
Okay.
Right.
Talking about workers, again, I don't want to miss that point as well. How has it been for you, considering that how have they been doing for you, for example, in this rabbit project?
Well, it has been a challenge to get some people who are good, but make sure that you get them interested in what they're doing and being friends to the workers, and request them that this is their job, okay? They must be friendly to animals, and especially these innocent animals,
Yeah,
no
true.
challenges and so on. So that's it, and get a worker who is interested in the animal that you are looking after.
Ladies and gentlemen, get a worker who is interested in the animal. It's quite a unique feature that I've discovered today. Once you get somebody who is in love with whatever they're doing, animals are just like humans. How you treat them reflects a lot on how they perform and how they, grow up at your farm. My name is Dennis Dukoniala, and we've been talking to Mr. John Musajjakawa, a retiree, if that's the word. He retired from his work and is doing amazing, amazing works. I did post his video on how he retired, the transformation and everything else, so please do check it out. But also don't forget to come and support his rabbit farm. He has rabbits for sale. If you need rabbit meat, rabbit for breeding, he has it all. I highly recommend, because I've seen them. They are equally as good as mine. So please give him a call today on those numbers and he will be more than glad to serve you. Until then, see you again at Sungura House. My story with Mr. John Musajjakawa is still ongoing. We shall have more videos, so stick around.